to a spooky episode of Thrifting. Having a look at Longsdale. It's alright. Obviously there's some standard Halloween tat. There's a few leaves and that banner's bringing them up in the points. I'm going to give them 3 liquors out of 5 for this one. Not a bad crack. Yeah, there's a cobweb in the window there. We're alright. This is reaching okay spooky levels. This is YMCA, by the way, not Longsdale. Like, you know where these charity shops are. It doesn't really matter, does it? Anyways, Resident Evil 4, £5. CX for £15. So I was definitely going to purchase that. I think I traded it in. Yeah, I think I was like, I convinced myself I had enough copies of Resident Evil 4 across all formats to trade it in. I needed some credit for something. So good to get back for the Resident Evil collection, because sometimes, you know, it erodes, I kind of chip away at it sometimes. If I need some credit, I start eyeballing it. But yeah, the original version on PS4 is probably the best way to play that version. I suppose even more so if you'd put it in your PS5, might upscale it. I don't know if it does that. I just assume it looks nicer on a PS5 than a PS4. But anyways, yeah, for £5, no brainer. So have a look in Cat Rescue. Jason Mask on some chav shirt. That's getting him a few points. But overall, it's a bit sparse, so we're giving them 2 Alice's out of 5. It's not... Nah. That's just a jumper, mate. A jumper and a wig. I mean, that thing's alright, but the rest of it is a bit sparse. I wanted to see a bit more from them, to be fair, but, you know, good old Cat Rescue. They have worse stock than most places, so we'll let them off. Lord of the Rings, not that spooky, but I suppose, I mean, there's horror elements to it. I mean, I'm not going to find everything horror themed in this episode, but we do strive. That's the idea. I take one day out of October and I go looking for horror games. So if we can find some, it's a bonus. But I'll always include everything else we pick up as well. It's £4 in CX. It cost me 50p. So not bad really. I probably got it. I can't remember. My PS2 games are on the bottom of my shelves, and I just don't ever look at them. It is Longsdale. I got confused because it was a similar banner, but it's a bit crap. Yeah, we're giving them 1 crow because it's just that banner, and then there's not really much going on in the other window. There's a few dangly things and a pirate. A pirate's borderline, if you ask me. Not very spooky. Anyways, bless them. Again, it's one of them ones where they don't have that much stuff really that's any good. But anyway, so we're in Cashes, and I've seen Walking Dead Survival Instincts for $4.99. CX Select for a tenner on PS3, so we're alright. I think I originally played that on the Wii U. We should have kept the Wii U version, that's probably spicy. And obvious shoehorn is Batman. When it I did eyeball like X-Files as well, but I think that was 15 maybe. It might have been 25. I knew it was a bit overpriced. Batman and Robin though, which I pick up in a second, that was pretty reasonable for $13.99. I had the book and everything with it. $13.99, you can maybe find one on eBay at that price, but it's probably going to have the book missing and everything. So it's like, for one that was in this good a condition, it's more likely like 20, 25. Because it's a rare game, man. And it's a game I've been after for a while. It's terrible, but it's got ambition. It's got like a whole open world and detective mechanics, and also I watched a video on YouTube about it a while back, so I've been after it for a while. So to save me postage and that, I'll pay top dollar for Batman and Robin. But I'm not really paying top dollar, am I? It's alright. So we're having a look in this one. It's the Sue Rider in Cottingham, but I was kind of like, yeah, I like the dummy coming out of this suitcase. So you're going to get 3 Misty Zombies out of 5 for this effort. I did actually pick up that Pumpkin DVD that's in the window, because I was like, oh, I wonder what this is. It kind of rung a bell. It was sort of nostalgic to me, but I actually don't recall what it was. When I looked it up on the internet, it didn't ring any bells. Anyway, so yeah, we're having a look in the Scope in Cottingham, and Harry Potter. Yay, it's spooky. Come on, it's got to count. It's got to count. Obviously we've got years 5 to 7. That's maybe about a month or so back. So for the quid they wanted, I might as well get the first lot as well. I had a quick look at UFC too, but I think it was on the money. But yeah, I was alright finding some Harry Potter. I was like, just give me something spooky. I was like, I was like, there's nothing horror themed. I was just seeing trash all day, and then that popped up. I was like, hey, one for the Halloween episode. But yeah, I mean, CX, it's about $3.50, I think. So it's not that thrifty, but it's still cheap. It's still coming in cheaper. It was in Tiny Nick as well. So I mean, at some point I might play the Lego Harry Potter games again. I might get our last to go through them. I think they're backwards compatible as well on Xbox One, so it's good to know it. And the next thing that pops out is frog dreaming. You may ask yourself, what is frog dreaming? Well, I didn't really know either, but I mean, I saw the kid from ET, and I was thinking, this screaming money. This is screaming money at me. So I checked it on my phone. It's about 20 quid on eBay, and they wanted 25 pence. It's called Go Kids in Europe, and it's called The Quest in America. But this is the original Australian title. It's an Australian film about finding the bunyip, which is this evil sea creature. It's like standard 80s adventure film, but yeah, it just screamed money because it just looked weird. And I'm like, I still don't know if I've actually seen it, but it looks familiar, but might just because the kid from ET is on the front cover, and that's, triggering some sort of, residual memories. But yeah, I'll give it a watch and I'll let you know if it's any good. That umbrella logo, that umbrella thing's good to look out for, because they're like specialised. This Oxfam's bringing it though. I'm liking the murder mystery vibe of this. Obviously the sun was glaring on the window a bit, so you can't really see it that well. But yeah, take my word for it, it's worth the 4 Leons that we give it on the old spookometer. But yeah, the other window, I don't know if they actually send them stuff to do this with, because the Oxfam ones always seem real profesh. If someone's actually got all this clobber out the back, it's pretty good. But I was looking, my driving instructor asked me if I could find Das Boot, but with German language, with English subtitles, because he wanted to watch it in German with the English subtitles. And this one provides the director's cut. It has English and German as a language, and it has a bunch of options for your subtitles, including English. So we're good. We're covered on all bases, only for 99p. It's kind of weird. It was like about 5 or 6 days ago he asked me. I think it was like the first time I'd gone thrifting after that. And it popped out. I was like, yeah, that's going to happen. I wish people have asked me to find more expensive stuff, because it seems to happen all the time. Anyways, yeah, we're giving this one a good 3 zombie dogs out of 5. Of course, I like the moon in it. The ghosts were pretty good, but the moon, the t-shirt's cool as well. But the moon with the owls, I was impressed with that. I like a good full moon in my spooky windows. But yeah, we're getting good marks for that one. I should have probably given it like a 4, but I've already tapped it in Vegas now, haven't I? So we're in One Down Newland, and I've seen some Shakespeare audio books. We've got Henry V. What's he who wished so, my cousin Westmoreland? Don't get me started. I'll recite the whole thing. Midsummer Night's Dream as well. So yeah, 2 Pretty D's audiobooks cost me 25p each. One goes for about 8 quid on eBay, the other one about 3 quid. But for 25p I thought it was worth the punt. I was like, yeah, we might as well, aren't we? For the prices we're paying. It's like sometimes looking for stuff just that cheap that it's impossible not to make money on is the way to go. The spooky, I suppose there is a ghost in. There's loads of supernatural shit in Midsummer Night's Dream, isn't there? But not so much Henry V. It would have got away with it if it was Hamlet. There's a ghost in that. Anyways, 3 hunters for the Bernardos in town. I like the Enderman. There's some gonks there. Ooh, bird alarm with the gonks. But I do like the entire thing kind of comes together nice with the skulls on the top, with the leaves, bringing it home for the Bernardos. You've earned those free hunters that we give you. Yeah, not bad at all, really. They filled the space nicely. There's always loads of spooky crap in that one though. Anyways, driving test theory, yeah, not very exciting, but it's the counterpart to the one that I bought last time. I got the hazard perception. This one's the actual theory test, so it's not exciting, but it is something I needed because I'm going in for round 2. I'm trying to pass that theory and hazard perception test, which I failed by what. I failed it by 2 points on one and 1 point on the other. They were just grazed it. I was like, I'd have rather failed by more, to be honest with you. This is good. I like this massive skeleton. This is getting fur plant things out of Resident Evil 2. I don't know what they actually call them plant things. But yeah, big skeleton there, big cobweb. They're doing that thing that Bernardos are doing, one of those like triangle shelf things. But yeah, good all together. I'm like, this is coming in nice. I like it a lot. I think it's filled the window nicely, and they've got a clown mask to boot. So yeah, they didn't have an out in here though. I should have marked them down for that. Anyways, we're in caches. Professor Layton, Spectre's Curl, £1.99. It's £8 game. We always pick that up, and not so spicy, but still kind of thrifty. Pandora's Box, which they sell for £5 in CX, so £1.99 is not bad. And if you find them both together, I mean, you might as well buy them both together, right? That's what my thinking on the whole thing was. It's like, yeah, it's a Professor Layton. It's kind of spooky, shall we say? Well, there's definitely mystery and suspense afoot. I mean, I know it's a puzzle game, but the story kind of, it goes that way. Borderline, we shall say. Borderline on the spookiness. But Spectre, it can't, come on. It's sort of there, isn't it? I mean, we're doing quite well, I think, for the theme. It's like, it's not like we're guaranteed to find anything spooky, is it? Anyways, a bunch of costumes in front of Oxfam. The Winifred Sanderson and the Harry Potter. Not bad. I mean, you don't expect to see costumes of this calibre in a charity shop. Points deducted the Christmas. That's why they only got 2. So we're down Oldness Road now. I was eyeballing these. Obviously, I was going to ask them because they're all individually priced. But then I found some horror stuff I was happy with. That was thrifty as well. The Erman Pintology, that's £5 in CX. So that was decent for the quid I paid. 30 Days of Night, £1, CXL for 5. And that might be spicy. It's the unrated version of Rob Zombie's Halloween, which CX don't have listed, but it was coming up about 15-20 on eBay. I need to look into it a bit more there, but for the quid I paid, it was worth checking out because it looked like it might be one of them that maybe not come. I suppose it won't come out over here because you have to have a certification to bring stuff out over here. I think. Yeah, here we go. I'm getting her to check these games. Obviously, I had to take a bit of a punt because they're all individually priced. I was like, well, I'll just take 2 of them that seem reasonable. One was Among Sleep, and the other one was Well of Final Fantasy. Well, the Final Fantasy kind of came out a bit of a boob because it's not so much. It was £5, but CX for 8. But then Among Sleep turned out to be one of the better ones because it was £18 in CX and only a £5 I paid. Plus, it's a horror game, which I didn't realise when I was in the shop. But yeah, Erman looks pretty good. It's a nice little box set, that, isn't it? Obviously, there's one more now, isn't there? Yeah, Among Sleep being the best one out of the bunch there. It's been in there a while, to be fair. I kept meaning to look it up, but I didn't get round to it. It looks kind of claymation. Giving me Sandman vibes. Anyone remember Sandman from 91 or 92? It's like some weird claymation shirt film. I think it's the guy who did like Nightmare Before Christmas and all that lot. Anyways, it's getting sidetracked, but yeah, World of Final Fantasy, Halloween, Until Sleep, the Irma box set, and 30 Days a Night. Not a bad crack. So we're having a look at this Skirp one. Again with these triangle shelves, they've all got them, haven't they? They're making use of it. There's a skeleton. A bunch of stuff here. It's definitely full. We'll give them free tyrants out of 5 for this, because there's a lot of stuff here, and they've wrapped the table in like spooky cloth or something. That's a bit autumnal, that there. Don't know about that. So I'm getting marked down for that, but on the whole, looks alright. So unspooky, but Just Dance 2020 for £2. I was like, the Just Dances usually, depending on what year it is, they usually got money in them. I hadn't even checked it, to be fair, but £2 seemed alright, so it's probably going to be alright, isn't it? £2 for Just Dance 2020. It's probably the one that everyone had, because no one could go out, could they? That'd have been the year, wouldn't it? Where everyone was just stuck in, having to dance. So here's Big Skirp. I like this. I do like this a lot. There's a lot going on. There's some pumpkins, there's chains. Best thing about it though was the Ghost Rider. They had a Ghost Rider costume. I don't know why they just sell the Ghost Rider costume, but yeah, pretty cool. You're getting 4 Birkins Final Firms out of 5. Why would you sell that? But anyways, so I found a bunch of audiobooks, some Jeffrey Archer stuff. Now I've never read any Jeffrey Archer stuff. I know he was a politician. But James Herbert as well. I was like, mate, these are £3 a piece for all these. They're definitely worth more than £3. I had a little skeg on eBay afterwards. But I mean, I kind of like James Herbert anyway. I have read a few of his before. So and it's the Halloween episode. But don't know about Jeffrey Archer. I know it's like fiction stuff in it. But this one was cool. I like the spider. It's a bit autumnal though, so it's getting marked down a bit for that. But the tree's pretty cool though. Don't mind the tree. But yeah, a bit of a autumnal clobber in there. They ain't got enough. Yeah, I got enough spooky stuff to push it over the line for a 4 or a 5 out of 10. But this is all right. We appreciate this from Bernardo's. Anyways, right, last one up. I'm picking up truck on the road truck simulator. Just because I want to play something like Euro Truck Simulator on console. And it ain't out for console, so I'm going to give this a go. Hopefully it'll work with my steering wheel and my pedals, just for a bit of practice. And Dark Souls 2 was $7.99, CX up for £15. So not bad. That truck game was $12.99, but CX up for $20. So they're both coming in thrifty. So I was happy to pick both of them up. But yeah. So that's everything I've got this time thrifting on this special spooky episode. If you want to see what I'm up to, you can always check twitter.com/Thrift Bytes. You can see all these re-uploaded on Odyssey at odyssey.com at Thrift Bytes. You can always check the old blog at thriftbytes.com where I used to write about all this stuff. And you can sometimes catch me live on twitch.tv/Thrift Bytes. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.